What up, guys? First time I've ever had to sleep in a hospital before. Guys, so here's the deal. We're heading to Petra. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world. We're taking an Uber there, and the Uber's... Dude, how much is this Uber costing us?
Roughly $100.
$100 Uber ride. It's a 3-hour ride. This will be the longest Uber ride I have ever taken in my entire life. Yours?
Same.
Yeah.
Longest one.
But hey, it's 7 in the world. I would take a 5-hour Uber ride to see this place. We're seeing Petra. We're in Jordan. We're in Amman right now. You guys already know. You know, guys, this suitcase has literally seen a lot, and for the first time, it's finally cracked. It's finally losing everything, but it's still surviving. It doesn't want to give up yet. Keep going. I got this suitcase when I was in Malaysia, back when I was like almost daily vlogging every single day. I don't know if you guys remember when I got this suitcase, but it was that long ago. I'm not even sure if I filmed it. But anyways, it's gonna be a sick trip, man. We're doing Petra first for nighttime, and then we're gonna wake up and do it during the day. I'll explain everything about that later. Point is, we have just a long way to go. Guys, I was tripping out. That truck is playing ice cream music. I don't see any ice cream coming out of there.
Gas in the back.
Yo.
Here in Jordan, we sell explosive gas.
Yeah, dude, it literally sounds like ice cream truck. I swear to God, I thought the lemonade truck was really here. Oh, that's not for us. Oh, I'm getting out of here. In case you're wondering what Jordan looks like when you leave the cities, it's absolutely nothing but deserts and dirt. Abandoned houses. 3 hours later, we finally made it to the town. Yo, what's this city called? Wadi Busa? Busa. Musa. 3 hours later, we finally made it to Wadi Musa, which this is actually where you buy your tickets to go see Petra. Guys, this is literally like a whole desert town. Check out above us. You know, slightly looks like California, maybe, LA? I don't know. So again, only 3 times a week that you can do Petra during the night. And they said that doing Petra at night is amazing, and we should actually do it first. And then you have a whole different experience when you go during the day. So that's exactly what we're doing right now.
What's crazy is that we have to buy a ticket for the nighttime and the daytime. We have to buy 2 separate tickets. Explorers, it is now 7:30 at night. We are heading to Petra to the overnight tour thingy. And this is our little crash pad real quick. I mean, it's like high school. No, it's college dorm life all over again, except I've never been.
You know what's funny? When I found this on Airbnb, this was marketed as the Indiana Jones room. It has nothing to do with Indiana Jones other than the fact that Indiana Jones came to Petra.
That's true.
But they got me.
Yo, that's just any marketing scams they can possibly do to get people to buy this.
There's an Indiana Jones mini mart here. It's just it just has a poster.
My friends, my children, the city of the desert at night. Today,
we are taking over. We are exploring the 7th, one of the 7th wonders of the world. Tonight, join me on Exploring with Josh.
speaking of Indiana Jones, look at their whip.
Whoa!
We gotta buy a whip, dude.
Damn.
This one, two.
Ooh.
Now behind me there is literally a crowd of people, and we just started walking it's like a mile and a half to get to the actual, you know, area of Petra, but look at it, it's already kind of lit up. Kind of feels like Halloween out here right now.
Explorers, 1 million people come here every single year to see this place. It's giving so much revenue to Jordan. It's a great thing. I cannot wait to see this. Again, it's already feeling magical. Cody's talking about it up front. He feels in love with this place already, right, Cody?
Guys, I can barely see, but now we're going downhill. I think we're going through the canals.
You can barely make it out right now, but we can see it through the cracks. We're getting closer to it.
Wow. Crazy how it looks at night. It's actually massive. Guys, it's pretty sick to be here right now. I never thought I would actually come here. I've always wanted to see this place. It's super cool. They have like a whole bunch of lanterns all over the place, so it's really lighting this place up with some other lights down there, and it's just shining through. Again, I only see this place at night first, and I really recommend coming here at night first before you go during the day, because it feels like a whole new journey during the day. Rather, if you go during the day, then you come at night, it feels a little different.
Six in the morning now, guys. Transition from dark till night. I'll get into everything in a minute. We're taking a shortcut to Petra right now, walking. It's so steep. I'm like scared I'm sliding everywhere to get down. Petra's literally like right there, so hang on.
All right, guys, so this is where we were last night with the trail of like the lanterns. It goes down and it goes between like these canyons, and that's where after the mile walk, it opens up to where we seen Petra. But I'm gonna sum up Petra as we go down there. Let's go. All right, guys, so here's what I know about Petra. Now, mind you, I'm not a historian here. You guys clearly know that. But what I know about Petra is that back when, like, 4,000, 5,000 years ago or so, this place was used, Petra itself was used, that area was used as some sort of like trading grounds. It was used to sell herbs, spices, everything you can think of was used here. And then, later years go on, Romans took over this place, changed the name of Petra, and then Romans eventually fell. Then new people took over. Years later, new people then took this place back over, and they tried to keep it a secret as much as they could. And also what happened was the trading grounds of this place kind of died out because people were starting to use the water to sell things. So they're shipping things, they're trading things through water and sea trading and boats. So they didn't really need to meet over here in the middle of the desert anymore. And then so people kept this place a secret. And then in 1812 or 1820, a Switzerland guy came here because he heard rumors that there was a secret temple here. So he was an explorer. So he came here, discovered it, and then it wasn't rediscovered until 1930. And then those people are the ones that blew it up for everyone. And then it wasn't until like 1980s when this place kind of grew a little popular slowly over time. Now obviously there's more history than there's just this, but this is the basic history on Petra and all of the lands here. Another thing is you're not allowed to go inside. You can just see the outside of it. People think that it's just used as like a tomb or some sort, but it's a beautiful structure monument. I mean, this thing is carved literally into the freaking mountain, and it's carved perfectly. Right now we're going through the canals, and they call it the SIG, I think. It's S-I-Q, and it's a natural area as well.
Look at this. This is all natural. We're walking through. I mean, it's like a beautiful area to walk through right before you see this amazing structure carved out of stone, out of the mountain. It's gonna be sick. But this is what we're looking at last night.
By the way, I know this is a lot of talking, but the experience at night, it was good. I mean, they serve you tea with honey. You get to see a flute and all this stuff that plays some ambient music. And you kind of just sit there and vibe out. It's almost like a talking spot as well. Just a little sit down area just to vibe out and chill. That's all it was. I was expecting a little bit more, but it's still good to go at night and see it. It's not worth really filming. I stopped filming after I just showed it off because it was just really cool to just take your time and enjoy it and just enjoy one of the 7 wonders being here.
We're close, guys. We're close. Through the canals. We're almost there. It is super cool though. This is like amazing things. Me living on the East Coast, if I don't go to the West Coast or anywhere else, I will never see stuff like this. Oh yes, guys. We made it. We made it. It looks way better during the day too. This is crazy. Look at this. Look how we're coming up to it. Through the canals. Yes. And there's not that much people here, but it's still, there's still people. But this is what we wanted.
It looks, like I said, it looks way better during the day. You can see the details. I like it. You gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not sure am I so amped because the hype behind this and everything and I always wanted to come here, or not, I don't know. It's really cool to be here. It has like this tint of red to it as well. And you can see that there used to be
Statues implemented there of people, and they're cut. The heads are cut off. I mean, but this is it. And this is what it looks like. A lot of people on Instagram, they only see you know, you only see the actual place. You don't see like what it actually looks like. And this is what it actually looks like. And you got like some souvenirs back there.
But what's good here is that no one hassles you. You know, if you don't want to buy something, that's okay. They're not going to bother you.
We want to get higher, so we're going to go up there, climb all the way up there, and then stay up there, and then see how it looks from there.
Yo, guys, I find it hilarious. Cody and his editor and videographer have been sitting in front of that statue taking the same picture for like an hour. I think he must have like 1,000 pictures of the same thing.
He's literally like right there.
I couldn't do it. I'll get the shot in like literally like 3 minutes. I'm on to the next.
We're slowly climbing up now. We're almost there. It's not even hard to get there from here. It's like there's so much like red sand everywhere. Up here, everyone looks like ants. Like a whole chill squad up here. Yeah, if you climb all the way up, it's like literally like 4-minute climb. Come up here, get some tea when it's here. Carpets, everyone's just chilling out. So at the top of here in Petra, we have a cat that chills with us. Woo!
And now put it up to your face.
So like I'm slightly jealous right now of Cody.
Best day ever.
So right now we're walking to the monastery. It's like an hour and 20-minute walk. Could be longer to get there for some people. But as we're walking down, it's like back in the day where the traders were. These were all people that were setting up these stands. How it was, I mean, it's still kind of generally the same. Even today now, people are still trading stuff. I mean, it's not spices or anything, but you get the idea.
This almost looks like the beta test of Petra, as if like they're getting there, they're carving it, it's not there yet, but this is like a practice, yeah, like a practice. It's almost there. They're working on it. So this, guys, was actually a tomb, and unlike Egypt where, you know, when someone dies they make like a whole pyramid for just one person, this place had like stacked of bodies. It was full of bodies. And as we kept walking even more, we found even more tombs. And more tour shops. And here, my friends, is when the Romans took it over and they built a theater. That's it. That's literally it.
Romans really like theaters, huh?
I know. Didn't we just see one though?
Yeah. In Amman.
Yeah, exactly.
When the Romans took over, they built a theater.
Now they build another one here. They really like theaters. They love them. Yep. That's it.
I mean, this one's like a lot more primitive, you know?
Yeah.
Than the one we saw in Amman. Oh, it just reminds me of Flintstones.
Dude, everything here, yeah, kind of has like that rubble artsy curve like all around its edges.
Like you can tell it's a theater, but it's like not like perfect enough where it looks like, you know, a professional theater. They kind of just carve like rough seats into the side of the hill where it looks like Flintstones.
It's really cool to see this, just how like settlements probably could have been back in the day in the tribes, how they were living. Now, explorers, up there is the palace tomb, and inside this tomb
There was also treasures and stuff, and I guess they somewhat controlled the dam of the water back when there was water here way back. That's what I heard. What's cool about the palace tomb is that it's like a 5-decker, so it had tombs all the way from the bottom to the top to the top to the top, and the tippy top, which we're at now, is where all the treasure was. Here it is. This looks cool though.
It's like hidden in the crack of the walls. Not only that, you can see the crazy desert view from up here.
Gotta at least go inside.
You know, normally I'd be like, I'd hate all the sales and things here, but I actually like the carpets, the necklaces. Kind of blends well with this texture in the mountains. Okay, let's see what's in this bad boy. It's carved in legit.
Moving on.
Just keep it going.
So to get to this monastery, we have to go up 855 steps the whole way. Me and Cody, I don't know where he is, but me and Cody just kept talking about going home and playing Halo 3. Like, dude, do you guys remember the days of playing Halo 3, just sitting back, like on a Saturday night, seeing if your friends are online, just playing all day and night? Those are the days.
Although the steps ain't so bad, it shouldn't take that long to get up there. You know, the more I do this, the more tired I'm actually getting. The desert, the sun, help.
It's over for us, dude.
I think I'm retiring from this job.
Yeah, me too.
Good.
Guys, it's actually a lot harder as we keep going. We didn't take no breaks, but my back hurts, my legs hurt. It's definitely, it's a hike, it's a desert, and the sun that beams on you.
But I think we're at the top though. We're super close. Yeah, the donkey's eating the wood. Oh, he was eating the wood.
Woo! I'm scared he'll like lick it and it'll be all nasty on my lens.
I think we did it, bro.
We're almost here.
It's gotta be like right here and we can't see it.
Cody's staring to the right.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all looking at it right now. It's right here. We're close. I can see it. Oh.
Finally.
Let's run over there and get the view. There we go. It's like Petra, except not as much detailed.
Whoever thought to make this monastery up 850 flights of stairs is crazy. But I guess no one's gonna come to it, right? No one's gonna want to attack it. It's so high up. One thing about this place that we know is that it was dated back to the 2nd AD century. And what we know then is that it was later used as a Christian chapel because there was crosses built into the rear wall. What up, guys? First time I've ever had to sleep in a hospital before. What happened was that night, my body shut down. After that vlog, my body completely shut down. I got so hot, my whole entire body. It was so hot, my heart was pounding, I was sweating, my head got so dizzy and black spots, I was lightheaded, I couldn't really see much, and my ears got blocked. I couldn't really focus on like what people were saying. And then I instantly went cold. I got so cold, my hands went blue, there was no blood circulating, I was shivering, like there was nothing I could do, I was so cold, I went from hot to cold. Then I went back to hot. And then so that was around like midnight, right? So then I went to bed, I tried to sleep, I woke up at 3 a.m. And at 3 a.m. I was just hot, so hot. I was sweating through my clothes. And at that moment I had like 3 big bottles of water, even electro packets. You know, electrolyte packets. So I'm like, okay, am I still dehydrated? What's actually wrong with me? I got really scared. And so then at 6 in the morning I started to feel a little bit better. But I knew something was wrong because I could not really, I was dizzy. I was so dizzy. My body was still hot. My heart was pounding, but I felt like 10% better. I was like, guys, I can't go to Wadi Rum. Now, Wadi Rum was this cool place, like where they filmed all these movies where you're based off Mars, as if you landed on Mars. Like, it looks like Mars. You're in the middle of the desert doing like this really cool, extravagant stuff, and it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience.
But I knew at that moment I couldn't go. No matter what, I couldn't go. If I would have went there now, knowing what happened, I could have possibly died. At that moment, I had to make a decision for myself because Cody still went. Cody was going no matter what. I was like, if I go, I could die. I don't know what's going to happen to me. And so I had by myself, it's the same story, but I hitchhiked a ride. I was in Petra and I had to come here to Amman. It's 3 hours to get here in the desert. I was like, I asked someone, I asked my Airbnb host, I'm like, do you know anyone going to Amman? I need to go. I think I'm dying, like literally. He goes, yeah, I have someone that's going right now. He's bringing his friend up there to do a tour guide. So I hitchhike a ride with him up here, where I met up with an old Airbnb host, an old one from Ahmad, who then took me to the hospital. And little did I know, he had connects with doctors here. Some of the best doctors in the world were in Jordan, or one of them was, and he knew him. So I get inside the emergency room, and now there's a list of people, there's a line of people here. There's like 13 people, 14, waiting to see doctors. And he just brought me right in. He went up to the desk, he says, I'm here to see this doctor. He says, okay, and this is my patient. And he just pointed at me. And the doctor just comes right out. I didn't sign any paperwork. He just brought me into the doctor's room and did so many tests right away. He did blood test. He did a piss test. I had shortness of breath, so they were scared that maybe there was more going on than just dehydration. So they did ECG tests, like on my heart. So much stuff. So then they determined after all this that I was so dehydrated that my body was literally on the verge of shutting down despite even drinking a gallon of water before I got to the doctor's office. I get there, I have 2 bottles of fluids now. I have 2 bottles of this fluid, I have 2 of them. Still, nothing. I needed more. I'm still dehydrated. They were checking like my nails and my skin, like when I press down on it, how fast does it recover from going red or something. Like I don't really know what they were doing. And then they couldn't believe it, how dehydrated I was, how I was still walking, how I was still like functioning. I had nothing in my body. I had like no sodium, no potassium. They're like, dude, like you need to stay the night here. Like we don't know what's going on. I had some level, it's called CPK, and it was 900 and it should be 400. It was higher. Now danger levels are 2,000. So, but it can go even higher than that. So they were scared that what if it goes higher? You know, I'm going to be on a plane. Like what if it goes higher and I'm on a plane? So like we need to keep you here overnight and we need to give you more fluids. So as of now, I'm on my 7th bag of fluid. Most people when they're dehydrated, they're only on 2 bags of fluid tops. I'm on my 7th and I still have 2 more to go. And they're going to do 1 more test just to be sure because I just got a blood test at 9 p.m. yesterday. And now my CPK is at 500. So I'm so close. It's going down. I'm good. I'll be back at 400 probably even like the next 2 hours. The point is, guys, is like a lot of times like I play it safe. When I do abandoned places, I play it safe a lot. But it's the little things that I don't look out for. The big things I'm really good at. But water was always something, and you guys know in my videos I'm always like, oh man, I didn't bring water today. I didn't bring this, and I'm doing this hike. But I learned my lesson. Valuable lesson is, when you're doing these things, just always have water on you. Have a Gatorade, have something. I literally like made the decision for myself. I was like, I don't feel right. I need to go to hospital. And I ditched everyone just to go up here. If I didn't do this, I could have died. I could have went to Wadi Rum and I could have literally passed out and died. And like I was just so gone. The doctors just couldn't believe it. Get this. My temperature was 103. Which was 39.7 in Celsius. And for an adult, that's really high. And they couldn't believe it. They took the thermometer, they did it. They looked at me and they're like, they didn't say nothing. Then they did it again. They didn't believe that I had a 103 temperature, that they did it again. And you're like, oh wow, that's really high. Let me get the doctor. They get the doctor and they give me like this medicine through the IV. A smaller like glass case. Don't know what medicine it was, but it brought my temperature down to normal. Then at 4 a.m. today, which was only 2 hours ago, it was 99 to 99. So they're like, okay, it's not bad. It's just like a mild fever now. So then they gave me the medicine again just to be sure. I got fluids and I should be back to normal in like 5 more hours. But guys, it's just, I was scared. Like I was going to cry. Like it was so bad. Like I messaged my mom on Facebook. Like I was like, I don't think I feel good at all. Like this is it. Like, this is it. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, it was so bad, guys. I had to call my mom. Like, it was that bad. You know, being in this country, and I've never been to the Middle East before, it's really hard because you have to make decisions for yourself. And these are serious decisions that you have to make. It's like, know your body's limits. And like, thing is, I had to leave all my friends to come up here by myself. And it's scary to do things like that when you travel. And I knew, like, this is what I had to do. And like, it was, for me, it's like a learning experience. Like, I've been traveling for 6 years, and this is something that people just know. But for me, for some reason, it's like, even though I drank water, I just didn't drink enough. I didn't even realize. So yeah, it has an update. This is why I couldn't make the Wadi Rum video. This is my last video in Jordan, just sitting down in the hospital bed. Point is like, I thought a lot. I want to go back home, and I want to start the Beyond the Dark series. Beyond the Dark series is going to be about legends and ghosts and rumors and, you know, solving things and exploring and, you know what I mean, doing ghost hunts. And I think it's going to be really cool. It's a lot different. Obviously, abandoned's still going to be there. I'm still doing abandoned videos, but this is just a sub-series and something different I want to do. And it's different from even the travel videos that aren't abandoned, which I just did Egypt and Jordan. Jordan I only made 2 videos on, so, you know, it's kind of a letdown. But, I mean, I feel so good now, guys. I feel so grateful, man. Like, a lot of people don't even realize it, especially in Canada and the US, like, how good we actually have things and how easier it is for us to live compared to other countries. And like, that's, you know, when you travel so much and you go back to the US, you're just so grateful because you guys don't understand. Everything's taken for granted. And I talked about that with friends, and no one understands. You know what I mean? We take so much for granted in living in America and Canada, and, you know, even in Europe, people don't know, like, the third world countries and the second world countries, like healthcare systems and different things like that. Like, we got it so good. But anyways, guys, the sun's finally rising, and yeah, this is just an update video. I'm getting back together, getting myself back. I'm not traveling. I'm gonna stay home for about a month or 2, get my body back together, get my mind back together, go to the gym, get healthy. So yeah, dehydration kills, man. Without further ado, guys, definitely rise above, which I'm doing hard right now. Just get out there, explore. Peace and thanks for watching.